Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I welcome you. I know it's been a while since I put a video out because you guys, I've just been busy. I've been hecka busy putting together this community garden and other gardening events in my area that my garden just has been neglected. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by neglected. Besides like all the weeds and grasses and stuff that needs to be weed whacked here, and some of the piles of stuff that I have to burn. Would you look at this pomegranate tree? It's a tree, and there are pomegranates forming in there, and many more flowers here. But look how huge and monstrous this thing is. Look at this. You guys, I usually keep this trimmed down and looking nice. I have had no time to come out here and prune and care for my own trees. And I'm complaining, but I'm not really complaining, you know. I mean, the community garden is an important thing. It really is. And there's a lot of good things that are happening surrounding the community garden. So I'm not really complaining as far as like regretful or anything like that. A lot of the stuff that we're growing in the community garden, I'll still have access to. So I'm not losing anything, really. I just don't have time to do as many videos and edit and stuff while I'm trying to get that stuff put together. And I haven't really planted like these beds, these two beds right here, I've planted, and I have stuff growing. And then we swing over to this bed. I did plant some things in here, but I had to pull the tomato plants out because one died. And the other tomato plants that I planted in here, they were starting to die. And none of the other seeds that I planted in here came up. So my best guess with it is that the tomato plants were getting choked out by this grass and other roots underneath here. So I'm going to have to come up with something to do with this bed here. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. I will get it figured out. Look how pretty my mimosa tree is. I mean, there's so much beauty back here. All of my sunflowers are opening, and I had a water issue recently. I had to buy a new timer, auto timer, for back here because mine was leaking water, and we had like a lake going on by where the actual timer is installed. So we had to go and get a new one, but in that process and everything, with everything that's been going on and how busy it is, it took a few days. And that's all it took for the sun to just start working against my beautiful sunflowers. And so they don't look as good as they looked before. They suffered a lot from it, but all of my trees are just out of control right now. My girls are fussing at me, but as you can see, I did plant some tomatoes over here. There's a couple of beds back over here that I didn't get planted in buckets, but I will get them eventually planted with something. You see, this bed is still empty. But then you come over here and I have these two beds that are planted with tomatoes. So And these were the ones that volunteered. These are the tomatillos that volunteered. So I just had to try and maintain them and keep them alive because I don't have the water running over here. I've been hand watering. And we've been having typical, well, I shouldn't say typical, not very typical weather for June. June is supposed to be June gloom, which means it should be a lot of cloudy days and overcast days, but we've been in the triple digits already. And so a lot of my plants are suffering from that. And so I'm trying to keep it all going and alive, but a lot of my other tomato plants that I planted are doing good. Now, when the water was out, I did lose some cucumber plants and stuff, but I mean, there's a lot of good things to show still, and I'm gonna replant a lot of things. So that's what I'm out here in the process of doing. And I thought, well, let me grab my phone. So I'm sorry if there's a lot of wind noise, but those of you who watch my videos on a regular know I can't get around the winds out here. It's always windy. It's constantly windy. So but these sunflowers are beautiful. And under the sunflowers, I planted cucumbers so that they can trellis or climb up these sunflowers and use them as a trellis. Oh, look at this. It's a 3-headed sunflower. Actually 4. There's another one, but he didn't quite open yet. They're just right there at the very top. That kind of looks really cool. I like that. But anyways, there's other all these volunteer sunflowers I hadn't had the heart to take out of here that opened up. And look I hadn't even planted this bed yet. Haven't even got to it. Haven't got to the bed in the back here. Haven't got to the container here or the bed right here in between my peach trees. And this bed, we cleared out the grass, and well, it's back. And I haven't planted anything in there yet. So, I mean, there's still a lot to do. This Saturday, we have the garden tours going on. We started last Saturday in Oak Hills and Phelan in my area here. And we started it, but this Saturday is going to be the Victorville area, and usually I would feature my garden, but I don't have anything planted really to show. I have some trees that are not doing good because this fig tree was full and pretty, but just those few days of not watering regular while I was getting my new timer, it really set me back on my fig trees. It started dropping leaves. You can see all the leaves down here that dried and dropped. All these containers are still full of grass. I needed to dig all that out and start over so I won't have grass all in it. And there's a lot of things I wanted to do, and I needed to move around. And I've got my garden companion here next to me. This is Sunny. Huh. A baby. Look at him. He's just trying to relax in this heat. We're trying to stay cool, huh? But he's always ready to give some Sunny lovins. Look at I really wish I had a lot more to show you guys, to, share with you on what all I'm doing right now. But the truth is, I'm not really doing much here. All my efforts are at the community garden. So I think what I'm going to do, because as you can see, this is all empty too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to update you guys on the community garden and show you what I'm doing there, because there's just so much more to be seen there than here. So this is what I've been working on here at the community garden. I got my car running, so you might hear that in the background. But it's hot out here, and I wanted to keep the car cool off inside. But like, we just planted these sunflowers here. We're gonna plant a lot more flowers and melons and stuff in this flower bed, but we just finished putting this flower bed together. This bed we finished a little, about maybe a couple of weeks or so ago. And these sunflowers are doing good. That back row of sunflowers, the taller ones, were donated, and the ones in front, the little shorter ones, were planted by seed. While I was here yesterday, I was rerouting and changing up the water system. We have a automatic system here to automatically water stuff. But let me see if I can give you a better view. So this side are the beds that are rented. And so everything that's planted in these beds was planted by the people who rented those beds. And then on this side, all of these beds are for the community. So everything that we grow in these beds, we just give away to whoever wants fresh produce. And right now we're gearing up to start giving away these onions because I need these beds cleared out, these first two beds, so we can start putting some other stuff in here. But we have some fruit trees now, and these fruit trees have fruit on them already. So we have this 4-in-1 cherry. Each branch here is a different variety of cherry. And then we have this pomegranate, and it has some blooms on it. And then we have these peaches. And this already has a lot of peaches on it. Look at that. And then this is another peach. It has some fruit. It doesn't have a lot, but it has like that one down here. There might be some more that are hidden that I don't see. And then we have this one. This one is a dwarf peach. This one is a nectar plum, a golden nectar plum. And then we have the pear. There's 3 different types of pear grafted on this one tree. And then we have a persimmon. It actually has some fruit starting on it in a couple of places. A fuyu persimmon. And this is a plum. I don't know if it's gonna survive. I got it for free from the nursery. So we'll see if I can get it to grow. This right here looks like I planted only a flower, but it's actually grapes that were donated. And you can see the grapevine in the back here. All the leaves died off of it, and so I thought maybe it didn't survive the transplant from the person's yard to this container, but that one rebounded. This one, it hasn't sprouted any leaves yet, so I don't know if that one is going to survive or not. And we got this plum and then the apple tree that was donated. We've been working hard to get this community garden up and going, putting in water. You can see the tubing that I'm walking past. That's going to help irrigate these side beds, and these pots are for the trees. I have to transplant them. I'm just going to wait until fall probably to do that. And then we got this shed added here. And so, I mean, everything looks really good. We got some tomatoes planted in these beds back here. And we're going to plant more stuff. It's just we haven't gotten around to it just yet. We're trying to get a lot of the cosmetics set up, as well as some of the garden beds. As you can see over here, we don't have these set up yet. And these are ones that can be rented. If we don't get these rented, I want to have them set up so that we can use this space for more community food growth. There's still a lot of work to do. We still gotta get our pumpkin patch set up and done, starting with getting these weeds out of here. And then setting up the rest of this. I hope to put on this side a bean teepee so the kids can walk through it. I have bamboo stakes over there, so I was gonna use those to make a little teepee right in this area over here. So we'll see. We'll see how things turn out. And then I wanted to put a wall in between, like a privacy wall of some sort in between, just to separate these two sections here. But I haven't done that yet either. Hopefully I'll get that done soon. I want to try and get it done before the grand opening, and I still have like 2 weeks before that occurs, so we'll see. I got so much that I'm trying to get done, but it's all worth it to see the people come out and be able to get fresh produce and see what we're growing and how we're growing it, and learn and get inspired to do this for themselves at their own place. So I'm happy. This community garden, part of our mission is to feed the community people's mind, body, and soul. So there's people that come here and just sit and pray. I have a couple of helpers that are very dedicated to this garden and helping get this going, and they completely believe in this and are sold out on this whole idea of being able to serve our community in this way. We're going to be starting gardening classes up again. We did that and up until it started getting hot. But we're going to start up fall gardening classes again, and some other fun things. But so this is why my personal garden is a wreck, because we've been just out here working hard trying to get this all finished and set up and productive.
We had a family of like 6 of us. Yeah. And it's like incredible to see how they grow.
Yeah, I say if I was growing Swiss chard, I'd be having soup every week.
I'm taking your less than perfect.
That's fine. Help yourself. I think there's some broccoli heads over here too that are ready to go. Yeah. No more onions. Now we're about to plant squash and okra and eggplant. So I'm back home now, and I want to walk you around and show you everything in the front, how neglected it's been as well. But before that, I want to show you the reason, what led up to this awful neglect of my garden in the front and in the back. So I have some clips to share with you that will explain where a lot of my time is gone. And then I'll be back and I'll show you my neglected front yard. He already went over and sniffed the bag before I thought to pull my camera out and get some video footage. Buddy is in the bag, and this is his response to Buddy.
Alonda Noriel Keene.
Brianna Marie Usenda.
Daniel Rivas.
Everything was great. Her dinner was starting at 6 o'clock at the church, and then all of a sudden, this red car led the police on a high-speed chase, crashed into the church's gate. The guy jumps out, runs into the patio where all my guests were, and then the police pulled out their guns on him. They got him, but he left his passenger injured in the car that was crashed in the gate, so they had to land a helicopter on the street next to us. So all of this happened during her graduation dinner. Okay, you guys, so this is what my front yard is looking like right now. I have some beauty coming up right here in the form of sunflowers, but as you can see, everything is just a mess. I haven't had time, as you can see from the video clips that I shared with you, to really get out here and focus on my garden. This sunflower actually fell, and I tried to stake it back up with that bamboo stick there, but this is actually one big tall sunflower that was growing, and the wind knocked it over. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I need to do out here. I need to get all these weeds up, and whatever trash the wind blew here, I need to get all this up. So I will be working on getting this front yard looking way better than what it does now. It's always a work in progress, and as time will permit, I will show you guys what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some real progress in both my front and backyard gardens. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, and as always, God bless.